and gentlemen, to the 35th annual Illinois Lutheran Basketball Tournament of Champions. Sam Crow alongside Matt Gutzler, and we've got another good one for you. Don't know if we can top the 5th and 6th place games that we just witnessed. 2 games decided by a total of 3 points. And we're going into the 3rd and 4th place girls game right now. This one between the home team on the scoreboard, the Titans of Nashville, Okawville, Trinity/St. John. It's going to be a mouthful all day, but hey, it's a good one. Came in as the #1 seed and lost to your Comets last night, 35-18, to end up here in the 3rd place game against the Comets of Christ Peoria.
Yeah, Sam, we should have another game. Great game. You mentioned the 2 5th place games. So if any indication of how we're going to have a great championship day from the 2 5th place games, these 3rd place games are going to be amazing as well.
So as I mentioned, the
host schools,
the away team, I'm sorry, is going to be the Comets of Christ Peoria. The home team is going to be the Titans.
So on your way out, just thank any folks that have helped volunteer here at Arlington Heights.
And we're going to go to the scores table for the introductions.
Illinois State Basketball Tournament. Before we begin, we ask that all participants and spectators conduct themselves in a God-pleasing manner before, during, and after this basketball game. The LSA Sportsmanship Award will be presented this weekend to the school whose behavior of its players, coaches, and fans best demonstrate Christian sportsmanship. Now let's meet the participants in this 3rd place game this year. First, the visitors on the scoreboard, the Comets from Christ Peoria. They're champions of the Concordia Peoria Cougar Classic and the Central Illinois Conference. Let's meet the players. Number 2, Brianna Johnson. Number 3, Mia Lamberti. Number 10, August Flowers. Number 12, Tamaya Duncan. Number 21, Anacia Duffin. Starters for the Comets. A 7th grader, number 1, Alea Spratling. An 8th grader, 4, Elena Rudebeck. An 8th grader, number 15, Denali Craig Edwards. Number 14, an 8th grader, Deja Foster. And a 7th grader, 23, Janaea Smith. Gerald Spratling, Jennifer Rudebeck, and Demarius Edwards are the coaches. Now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Titans from Nashville, Okawville, Emmanuel. They're champions of the J8SAA Class S State Championship, the TJS ILS All Lutheran Tournament, and the Trinity Springfield Invitational Girls Tournament. Let's meet the players. Number 4, Kylie Kakowski. Number 25, Christina Gussman. Number 30, Keegan Renth. Number 42, Nora Wood. And number 50, Ireland Rushing. And now the starters for the Titans. An 8th grader, 10, Christine May. 7th grader, 20, Mallory Benning. 21, an 8th grader, Lauren Rapp. 7th grader, 22, Raylyn Obermeyer. And an 8th grader, 23, Megan Renegarby. Sean Renth, Dylan Fullerton, Lexi Schwartzlander, and Joe Kirby are the coaches. Now, as we before all LSA, and before we start the match, this game, before we start, can we all bow our heads in a word of prayer? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you once again for bringing us together safely. Bless the efforts of both teams. We want to thank you for the new friends and the new friends we've made during this tournament. We want to thank you most of all during this upcoming Lenten season for the gift of your Son Jesus Christ, who died on the cross so that we may all be saved. In your name we pray. Amen. Good luck to both teams.
All right, so let's get this situated here, because I know I messed up in our intro here. So it's going to be the away team on the scoreboard is the Comets of Christ Peoria, and the home team is going to be the Trinity St. John Emmanuel Titans. Matt, give us a couple players to watch in this contest.
All right, so we're going to look for, on the Comets, Denali Craig Edwards. She is averaging 11.5 points a game. She's shooting 53% from the line. She's going to tip as well. She's 5'11". She's going to shoot. She shoots very well from the outside and also plays well down low. We'll see if she can get some putbacks and rebounds. And then from Nashville, we're going to look at Megan Renegarby. She is averaging 17.5 points a game, shooting 77% from the line. And she's an excellent defender. You're going to see her all over the floor on defensive end as well.
So let's go ahead and recap the starters. First for the away team, the Comets, who control the tip. 1 Spratling, 4 Rudebeck, 15 Denali Craig Edwards, 14 Deja Foster, and number 23 Jenna Smith. As the first shot is up and no good, rebound pulled down by number 10 Christine May. And we've got a steal just past half court by the recently mentioned Denali Craig Edwards. Here's Spratling making a move, finding Rudebeck. Far side, here's a swing pass to Edwards. 3 ball is rounded down.
I told
Denali
you,
Craig Edwards
even
for
though
3.
she's 5'11", she's going to hit that three-pointer as well. That's only her second of the weekend, though, so good way to start the game for her.
So Craig Edwards gets the scoring started here in the 3rd and 4th place game. And we've got a loose ball, last touched by the Titans. It's going to belong to the Comets.
The Titans are going to come out and press. They pressed us yesterday as well. So let's see if they can break. The Comets can break it.
So Spratling gets the ball up the floor quickly, and a nice pass from Smith over to, was that Foster? And we've got a turnaround up and good for Smith.
That was a nice move. She got caught a little bit under the hoop, and then she made a nice spin move for the layup.
So here come the Titans, looking to cut into this early 5-point deficit. That one up off the glass and no good for number 23, Megan Renegarby. That is a loose ball, fought for, and it looks like we're going to have, we got a couple of whistles, but no definitive, we're gonna have a foul. And so the first foul is gonna go against Mallory Benning. Her first, team first, and first of the game, as the impound pass is knocked away. Nice play by Christine May.
Peoria's got to be careful on this press. The Titans do a great job of trapping and covering the ball on the press.
Here comes Spratling going 1-on-3, decided to pull it out. She's going to kick back up top to Rudebeck. Rudebeck thought about the 3, gets it in the lane, now kicked out to Craig Edwards. She'll pull another 3, and that one's going to be a little long. And the ball bouncing. Spratling made a play on it, as it looked like the Titans were just content to let it go out of bounds.
They were trying, but yeah, it was great hustle by Spratling.
Nice pass up ahead to Obermeyer. She had her shot blocked by Craig Edwards. She'll start the break, tried to get it up ahead to Rudebeck and threw it away.
We had mentioned Craig Edwards only making 1 3 coming into the game, but making that first shot. But you had commented to me during warm-ups that she was hitting some 3s, so maybe she found her rhythm, and maybe she's going to shoot a little bit more today from the 3-point line instead of maybe down low.
Obermeyer finds a wrap. Now Obermeyer looking to the corner to May, had it stolen. Nice pass up ahead to Rudebeck. Right hand on the right side, off the front iron, no good. Nice offensive board for Spratling. And we're gonna have a tied basketball, and this one's gonna belong to the Titans.
Spratling held the ball a little too long underneath. She got the rebound and then just kind of held it and then got the jump ball.
3:40 here to play in the opening quarter. Comets up 5-0. And that entry pass was knocked away by Craig Edwards. Another pass up ahead to Rudebeck. She'll give it another shot, right hand on the right side. This time it's up and good.
Not gonna miss 2 in a row, is she?
And Coach Kirby's gonna call a timeout, the first one of the game. So the Comets got up to the 7-point lead. Looks like they're trying to run the break.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this team for many, many years. They've actually been in the championship game the past 2 years. Very athletic, physical team. And then, you know, with Craig Edwards being so tall, too, she gets that rebound and flings it out. And Rudebeck, you know, she's very quick, and she's gone out twice. I mean, you missed the one, but Titans have to be careful of those fast breaks.
3:25 here to play in the first. The Peoria Comets in blue, the Nashville Okawville Titans in white. So here's Obermeyer crossing the timeline. Now over to Renegarby. Left hand looking for some space to drive, but this zone is really tight. Renegarby close to a 5-second call there. Gets it back to Obermeyer. She'll go around the top of the key back to the right side. Now kicking over to Renegarby. She'll try to get in the lane. That one's almost tied up. Kicked back out to Obermeyer. Titans really having trouble getting something started here.
Well, Peoria's D is very good. Renegarby's going to try to attack. She likes to attack the seams in the 2-3.
And here's a 3-ball out of the hand of Raylan Obermeyer. And she gets the Titans on the board.
It's a good way to jumpstart their offense, hitting that 3.
And we're going to have a reach-in foul as the pass went ahead to Deja Foster. And it looks like we're going to have a push on number 20, Mallory Benning. That's her second, team second. And replacing Benning is number 50, Ireland Rushing. Here's a nice inbound play to find Deja Foster wide open on the right block.
What a great inbound play called by the coach. Craig Edwards got the ball in the middle. I mean, I don't think she even caught the ball. She just tipped it right down to the block for a basket.
There's a swing pass to Renegarby in front of the Comet bench. She'll drive baseline. Tried to get around Craig Edwards, and look like she ran into her for the foul.
I told you Renegarby was going to attack a lot, and you're going to want to kind of key in on some of those Comet players that you can get into foul trouble. Not real deep. They got 2 players that score most of their points.
So Renegarby with a little trap in the corner, gets it up top to Rushing. Rushing tried to hand it over to Obermeyer. Renegarby back up top to Obermeyer, nearly threw it away. Renegarby's going to look to go baseline. Back to the middle, floater is long. Rebound tapped around, and we have got a loose ball finally picked up by Rapp. Rapp back up top to Obermeyer to Renegarby. Now kicked back over to Rapp. Rapp tried to go into the lane, had it knocked away. This Comet defense is all over the place, just hands all over the place.
The Titans need to take advantage of that, though, because they're way overplaying.
And Renegarby tried to go baseline yet again on Craig Edwards.
That's going to be her second now. So we have 2 players on each team with 2 fouls, and each team only has 2 fouls.
There's a nice inbound play, finding Christine May on the opposite block for the layup, and the Titans have cut it to 4.
Now, I mean, that was a hard position for Craig Edwards. The coach was kind of talking to her a little bit because she kind of, turned her head, but she's got 2 fouls. You didn't want her getting too close because we didn't want a 3rd foul with, still 1:32 left in the first quarter. So that probably wasn't too bad in the greater scheme of things. Because I think I'd rather give them 2 points than have my best player with 3 fouls in the first quarter.
So just a quick heads up, folks. State 2019 track and field will be held May 18th and 19th at Concordia University, Chicago. My alma mater. Check the LSA website, www.luthsports.org, for qualifying times and distances. Matt, you're no stranger to the state track meet, are you?
No, I'm not. I am the head judge for the high jump, and love going to that tournament the meet every year. And yeah, I get to be the head judge of the high jump, and we send a lot of kids from our school. Concordia's got a great campus and a great track, and I hope everyone can qualify and do great things and come on up back to the Chicagoland area in May for the track and field competition.
Now I've got to ask, how did you get the job of head high jump coach? I've seen you jump.
I don't do the high jump. I judge the high jump.
Still judging, you can't do it. Baffles me a little bit. So it looks like we had a little bit of a water spill during that timeout. Hence the witty banter going on here from the announcing booth.
LSA always needs good volunteers. I guess they found one in me.
And it looks like we're ready to resume play as the Comets will inbound the ball with a little pressure from the Titans.
They'll probably press most of the game.
Craig Edwards gets it into Spratling, but not before it's knocked away
by Rapp. That was a great hustle on the press.
So the Comets clinging to a 4-point lead with 1:31 here to play in the first. Craig Edwards will attempt another inbound. She gets it down the floor. This time she finds Smith, who's going to try to take it to the cup. Right hand up off the glass, no good. But we're going to have a blocking foul. This one's going to go against Raylan Obermeyer.
She kind of stood straight up, maybe slid a little bit, but great attack by Smith.
And we'll find Smith at the line for 2. And for the tournament, she is 1 for 4, 25%. Make that 1 of 5, 20%. She has scored 33 points already this tournament for an average of 11 a game. So she's no stranger to putting the ball in the basket.
No, 16 two-point baskets. And we saw before, she's going to get a lot of putbacks either off of rebounds or from great passes from Craig Edwards.
And that free throw gives the Comets double digits. 10-5 lead. Here comes Renna Garby working on Spratling, kills the dribble, looks inside, now over to Obermeyer in the corner. She's met with a light trap, tried to get it up top, and a nice defensive play by Alana Rudebeck to knock that pass away.
We saw this in the 5th place game as well. These zone defenses are so quick that teams are getting caught in the corners, and the zone then just collapses on them. So they got to be careful.
So Obermeyer launches another, Renna Garby launches a 3, and that one was long. And we had a nice play by Smith underneath to grab that loose ball and throw it off of a Titan out of bounds so they could retain possession. So Craig Edwards looking to rebound, gets it inbound. Here comes Spratling down the sideline. She'll spin just across the timeline up top to Craig Edwards. Here's Rudebeck finding Foster in the far corner. Now back up top to Rudebeck. Nice crossover, skip pass over to Spratling. Spratling will slow it down.
They got a 5-point lead in the first quarter with 47 seconds to go. It looks like they're going to slow it up a little.
Rudebeck now out to Spratling. Looks like they've got a little bit of a four corners thing going on here.
That's very hard to defend in a zone, but the Titans are coming out and guarding it.
There's Spratling looking to go left hand. She'll pull it back out with the right. Now a crossover, working on Rapp. Kills the dribble and throws it away almost. Nice play by Rudebeck to keep it in bounds, and there's a bounce pass to Craig Edwards that was knocked away, and we're gonna have a tie ball, but it's gonna stay here.
That's the problem too with trying to slow it up. It's great idea and stuff, but then once in a while you get a little too lax and then throw a bad pass or whatever. We'll see if Peoria can extend the lead with 18 seconds to go in the first quarter.
So Rudebeck to inbound this time. She gets it in over to Smith. Smith looking to go right hand into the lane. Nice move up off the glass, no good. Rebound, Craig Edwards is good. She can kind of do whatever she wants down there with the height.
Oh yeah, I mean, she's the tallest girl on the court.
And here's a last second shot that's gonna be a little bit short out of the hand of Renna Garby. And that'll take us to the end of the first with the Comets leading 12-5.
You just mentioned, the size of Peoria. I mean, their two tallest girls are taller than the entire team of the Titans. So, the Titans play really good 2-3 zone defense. They just kind of got to, work with, the boxing out and stuff. But, Peoria's got that height advantage, and they're going to take advantage of it today, it looks like.
So speaking of rebounding while playing a zone, is it more difficult to rebound out of a zone than it is out of man-to-man?
It depends. A lot of times, with man-to-man, it's easy. I box out my guy. But in a zone, though, too, I'm just kind of looking for my area as well. So, if the offense is overplaying or whatever, I may not even have to box out anybody. I do have to watch out for a slasher from the wing or whatever. But, I got my area, or, we saw Craig Edwards, standing in the middle or whatever, and, she'll cover that whole lane and get rebounds that way as well.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you were listening, because you're listening to a coach who's about to coach in the championship game later on today. So make sure you've got your pads and pencils ready for all these little nuggets you're dropping here.
Thank you.
So the Titans will inbound to start the second quarter. Trailing by 7, the foul situation, as many of you at home cannot see that. 3 fouls for the Titans, 2 for the Comets. So neither team in a whole lot of foul trouble. However, a player on each team has 2.
Correct. So the team foul is not a big deal, but individually, 2 of the best players have 2 fouls.
So the 3 from Obermeyer was long, and Smith came down with the rebound. and was tied up. And the possession will go to the Comets. There's Spratling crossing the timeline with the right hand. Runs directly into Rapp, who looked to be moving her feet pretty well, but still drew the foul.
Got there a little
trying
late.
to get in front, a little late. And we're trying to find somebody to inbound for the Comets. There's Spratling, left hand over the timeline. Craig Edwards with a nice entry pass, looking for Deja Foster. She dribbled it off her foot out of bounds.
Great pass, got a little excited, and then it dribbled off the foot.
So what do the Titans have to do to get going here? I feel like the offense hasn't been in a whole lot of a rhythm.
They got to find the holes in that zone, and Rena Garby, you know, she'll find them. She's just got to make sure she finds those holes.
Last shot taken was by Obermeyer, was in and out, no good. And then Smith's pass up ahead, looking for Spratling, was a little low.
We talked about the fast breaks. They like it. They just got a little too excited and passed it too far. We mentioned Rena Garby. She'll bring it up, and you know she's going to try to find a crack in that zone to attack.
And Obermeyer shoots another one. That one's going to be long and over the backboard. They're leaving her open there on the wing.
And you know, we'll see. I mean, she made one already, and you know, depending on how the coach wants to play that zone, maybe you know, let her shoot that. And you know, they got the tall girls to rebound, but you know that Peoria defense is very aggressive as well.
So here's Smith finding Craig Edwards in the corner, picks up a nice screen. The three ball was long. So screening out of the zone can help, especially if you're screening that bottom person on the baseline, correct?
You'll get a corner shot wide open, yes.
There's Rena Garby with a right-hand runner on the baseline. Was fouled in the process, and she'll go to the line for two.
She's missed both runners today, but you know, she has a really pretty runner, and she needs to continue to attack that and get some more fouls.
So Rena Garby has been to the line now 27 times in the tournament, and she's now 21 of 27. The second one is up and long. Nice offensive board, up and good for Christine May with a nice offensive rebound putback.
Get a three-point play a weird way, I guess, right? Make one free throw and get a rebound and get two.
So Spratling looking to get all three back, in and out, no good. Rebound tapped around and fought for by Craig Edwards. She missed the putback, and we're gonna have another tied ball. Possession arrow to the Titans.
Titans got to remember, box out Craig Edwards. She's always there for the rebound.
And it's not like she's starting there. She's coming from the outside in, which makes it even more difficult to box out.
It's harder to box out that way, yes.
So here's Rena Garby looking for Obermeyer. Back up to Rena Garby. Obermeyer just in front of the Comet bench inside to May. Now back to Rena Garby. She'll go left hand into the lane. Right hand runner is up and good. Tough shot.
I told you, she needs to find that crease. Excellent job.
And that cuts the Comet lead to 2 with just under 4 minutes here to play in the first half. Spratling over to Rudebeck. She's wide open. She'll pull the jump shot. Back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down right, Rena Garby. She's going to look to push. One-on-one, Spratling on the right side. Right hand up and good. Not much of a contest from Spratling. Probably didn't want to pick up another foul.
No, I mean, we said, you know, she has one. Craig Edwards already has two. She didn't want to join her with two in the second quarter.
Spratling up top to Rudebeck. Now finds Craig Edwards. Far side corner. Now back into the middle was Deja Foster. Her shot no good. Rebound put back. Also no good by Spratling. Smith out to Rudebeck. Thought about the three, put the ball on the ground. Now finds Craig Edwards. She'll pull a three. That one is in and out, no good. Rebound tapped around and finally corralled by Rapp.
Peoria's got cold, and then the Titans are attacking.
And Rudebeck with a nice pass across the lane to Rapp, but it was swatted away by Johnson Smith. Now here's Rena Garby, had the ball knocked away by Janaea Smith, and she's going to pick up another foul.
Just her first, so that not too big of a deal.
Her first, team fourth. So both teams doing pretty well in the foul department.
Yeah, we're about halfway through the second quarter. May not get to the bonus at all, so that they're playing very aggressive zones, but moving their feet very well to not foul.
Wrap to inbounds, finds Renegarby in the corner. Her right-hand runner is no good. And a nice board by Deja Foster.
She had to adjust her shot a little bit with Craig Edwards in the middle on that zone.
Here's Spratling finding Craig Edwards just in front of the Titan bench. Now back up top to Spratling. Finds Craig Edwards in the corner for three. That one's long. Nice pull down by May. And Rudebeck tried to get in there and tie her up, but picked up the foul instead.
So besides Craig Edwards with two, Peoria is kind of spreading out the other fouls. Everyone else has one. So personally, the personal fouls aren't that big of a deal yet.
Renegarby looked in the post, didn't like what she saw, swung it around. Now here's another attempt from Rapp, is blocked. Luckily it was blocked right to Obermeyer, and she was fouled before she put the ball on the floor. And we can look see who the foul was on. That one's on Leah Spratling, her first, team sixth. So the Titans, after we said like nobody's really in foul trouble, are going to shoot one-on-one the rest of the way. Obermeyer will pull another three, and that one's good. Her second of the game gives the Titans a 15-12 lead.
Great spark. That's what they needed. Now they got the lead. They were down big to start the game. They found their momentum.
The Comets with some nice ball work around the top of the key. Finds Rudebeck from three. She tries to answer back. Bank is no good. It is Sunday, so it's closed. Here comes Renegarby. Had the ball knocked away. Nice defensive play by Spratling. Rudebeck tried to get it ahead and knocked away by Christine May. And Obermeyer will pull another three, and that one's short. Rebound, fought for, and pulled down by Foster, and she's going to be fouled. And it looks like that foul is going to be on number 23, Megan Renegarby, her first, team fifth, with a minute and a half to play here in the first half.
Peoria is getting good looks. They're just not hitting the shot, so they just got to continue to move that zone a little bit and see if they can get it down low to Smith. She's looking for the ball.
Here's Spratling in the corner, directing traffic. She'll pull from three. That one's in and out, no good. Looked to get her own board, just missed it, and a nice rebound by May. Craig Edwards missed on the steal underneath the basket, leaving the Titans with a little bit of a fast break. Obermeyer underneath the basket. She misses, no good. Here comes Janaea Smith. 2-on-1 to the basket, up off the glass, no good. Good defense by Renegarby, but Craig Edwards with the rebound put back. A little bit of a loose ball under there after the missed layup. Craig Edwards was able to corral it and put it up off the glass.
Renegarby did a great job playing defense, but then everyone hustled back, and Craig Edwards was there for the putback.
Here's Renegarby to the far corner, back up top to Obermeyer. Finds Rapp with the pump fake. Now back to Obermeyer. 36 seconds here to play in the half. Nice entry pass down low to Renegarby. She didn't have anything, tried to kick it out to, it looked like May. And we had a little bit of a loose ball and a tie-up, and it'll be Comet basketball with just under 30 seconds.
I was impressed with Craig Edwards. She went straight up. If I was Renegarby, I would try to maybe lean into her, try to get her third foul.
Titans with a 1-point, 15-14 lead. And the Comets look like they're in no rush to get a shot up on the rim before the end of the half. Here comes Spratling driving the lane. Nice kick over to Smith. Smith back down low. Maybe one too many passes as she tried to find Foster on the opposite block. Might have had a lane herself.
It looked like I was expecting her to go, and then she passed through a couple defenders. And unfortunately, the possession arrow went against them. We'll see if the Titans can get another bucket before half.
So 5-4 on the clock. Trying to look for a wrap up top to Renegarby. In between her legs, Spratling going to try to run it down and cannot before the end of the half. And it'll end 15-14, Titans ahead.
You know, we mentioned the first two games being tight, and I think we're going to get another one. We mentioned Peoria jumping out early, but Nashville did a great job of just composing themselves and ending up having the lead going into half.
And we've got an 8-minute halftime, so we will be back with you with a couple of first half stats in a few minutes. action of the 3rd and 4th place game here at the 35th annual Lutheran Basketball Tournament of Champions. Sorry, I had to gather thoughts there. I was looking at 10 things at once. The Titans of Nashville, Okawville, hanging on to a 1-point lead over the Comets of Christ, Peoria. Matt, we've had a good one so far. The Comets jumped out to a little bit of a lead. Titans came storming back and went into halftime with that 1-point lead. Yeah,
very exciting game. I was getting a little worried for Nashville the way they started. It started out a little slow, but they came out. They played much better in the second quarter. Then Peoria kind of got cold though too. I think they had some really good looks, just couldn't put the shots down. Well balanced attack today though. We got 3 girls from Nashville scoring. No one scoring more than 6 points, and we got 4 girls from Peoria scoring, and we got Denali Craig Edwards with 7, so she's leading her team in scoring. But Raylan Obermeyer, she has hit 2 threes. She had 2 the entire weekend leading up to it, and she's averaging 7 a game. She's already got 6. So she stepped up today, and she got the game going too with a 3-pointer, and then kind of helped that momentum swing to build on they had the deficit. She had another 3, and they rode that momentum into a 1-point lead coming into the 3rd quarter.
And what about the Comets? The Comets, because they got out to that hot lead, kind of went a little bit cold.
I think if I was a coach, I would just tell the girls patience, because like I said, it wasn't like they were forcing shots. They were having good looks. Shots are going to fall all the time. So I would just tell them, keep getting good looks. I would maybe pound it in inside a little bit more, just because they do have the height advantage. But their outside shots were good looks. So they could come back. Just their shots fell in the first quarter, and they just didn't fall in the second quarter.
So it'll be Comet basketball to start this second half. Rudebeck inbounding to Spratling. Spratling over to Deja Foster, looking for a cutting Spratling. Is knocked away by the Titans. Here comes Renegarby. Right hand on the left side, up and good. So right away, Titans get a nice steal and an easy layup on the other end.
Good way to start for them too. They want to build that lead and tell Peoria, hey, we're winning this 3rd place game.
Spratling working on a wrap. She'll get into the lane over to Foster. Foster now to Smith. Smith will pull a 3. That one's short. Fighting for her own rebound. About 3 or 4 girls on the floor, and the Titans come away with it. Here comes Obermeyer. No numbers, but she's going to look to go to the basket anyway. Kind of had it knocked away. Went up and was fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. That foul going to be on Deja Foster. Her second, team first of the half. So not too many people in foul trouble.
No, the fouls really got spread out. We had the 2 girls with the 2 fouls really quick, and then the fouls got spread out.
Obermeyer's first free throw is up and good.
She is shooting very well as well. She was 8 of 12 coming in at 67%.
Second one is up and good as well. 19-14, Nashville, Okawville leading Peoria by 5. Spratling, nice crossover of Rapp, gets in the lane, tried to find Foster, lost a handle on it, out of bounds to the Titans.
That was a great play. She just when she was attacking the baseline, she just quite couldn't grab the handle on it.
So Renegarby will get things started for the Titans on this possession. Finds Obermeyer, she'll pull a 3. That one's in and out, no good. Just missed her 3rd of the game, but a nice rebound by May as she runs over Janaea Smith, but somehow Janaea Smith picks up the foul.
Ref called a block.
And that's going to be her second. Renegarby bringing it to the top of the key, looking to exploit that zone. Now over to Obermeyer, back to Renegarby. She'll pull a, might have been a 2. It looked like the foot was on the line. Rebound run down by Rudebeck, and ultimately tied up by Obermeyer. And that ball's going to stay down here with the Titans.
Great hustle. They got the girls trapped on the sideline.
So Renegarby up top to Obermeyer. She'll pull another 3, and that one's short. And no luck trying to save the ball before it went out of bounds by Mallory Benning. It'll be Comet ball. So we've got ourselves a substitution as Tamaya Duncan checks in for the first time this afternoon. Here's Spratling making a move on Rapp, looking for Smith. Smith gets in the lane with the right hand, and she was fouled on her way to the basket, and she'll go to the line. So
we talked about the size. I think they need to start getting the ball inside a little bit more and attacking. That was a nice post move and attack the basket.
So Smith was 1 of 4 coming into the contest. I believe she had 1 in the first half.
Yes, she did.
And missed her first here.
Be strong, Ireland. Hold the ground. Grab the rebound, girls. Pull it down.
Second is good. So we talked about it in the first game, getting to the line to correct some things. You miss your first, good free throw shooters will correct things on that second one.
Oh yeah, and you know, these girls are great free throw shooters, especially the Titans. I think the team's shooting probably close to 70%. So you know, they're going to make their shots, and then the Peoria girls started making their free throws as well.
And Obermeyer slipped, but still got the pass off to May, and she finishes with the right hand over the front of the rim.
That was a great look. You know, she was falling down, and she found her open teammate.
Here's Spratling making a move on Rapp. Another crossover, trying to get into the lane, finds Craig Edwards on the baseline. She's going to make her way to the cup, but she was fouled on the floor. So no shot, no free throws, but the Comets will have it out of bounds underneath.
You know, we are almost halfway through the third now, but she still has to be careful. She doesn't want to get a charge called. She does have 2 fouls.
Craig Edwards with the fadeaway up off the glass, no good. Might have been hit a couple times.
Well, she got hit high and low. Yeah, she fell hard.
She'll go to the line for 2 free throws, looking to cut into the 6-point lead.
She entered today 8 of 15 at 53%.
First is up and good. So we know she can shoot. She's knocked down a 3. We saw her shooting a couple of threes in warm-ups. And the second was up and good.
Shoots the free throws very well, too.
Very well. 21-17, 4-point Titan lead. Just under 2.5 gone here in the third quarter. So Renna Garby will look into the post. Was met by a couple Comet defenders, couldn't get it in there. Here's Obermeyer looking to go baseline and got a pass off, but was intercepted by Janaea Smith. This one up ahead to Spratling. Spratling all by herself, right hand up off the glass and good. So this is what the Comets kind of got away from in that second quarter.
That's how they jumped out to the big lead with the fast breaks. Craig Edwards actually is coming out a little farther now on in her zone. They attacked her spot, but then they threw it away.
So it looks like we might have had some steps, and we did, as Rapp couldn't decide if she wanted to pass or shoot and was caught in the middle, and it'll be Comet basketball. The Comets looking to tie or take a 1-point lead here. This one's kicked to Rudebeck. She goes into the lane. She'll find Smith up and no good. But she was fouled. Nearly had the 3-point play.
She's attacking very well.
Janaea Smith first is up and good.
One more to tie the game.
Second from Smith is up and good. 21 apiece. 2:45 to play here in what they call the money quarter. And we've got a timeout. This one taken by Coach Kirby, as he'll sit his players down as the Comets have roared back here in the third quarter to tie the basketball game.
Well, the Peoria coaches ran out and gave the girls a high five and everything. They were excited to get back into this game. And as you mentioned, Coach Kirby is going to say, girls, you know, we got this. You know, don't let that little run mess things up. Both teams have been playing very well. You know, basketball games, you got those ups and downs. You got to kind of weather the storm. You know, Titans weathered the 7-2 run in the first quarter. Then they made a run, and now, you know, Peoria's made a run. So it's going to be back and forth all game long.
Do you or someone you know participated in a past state event and attending a Lutheran university or college? If so, you are eligible for the Crane Scholarship Fund. For more information, go to the LSA website at www.luthsports.org. And this game here will be available on our YouTube channel coming March 31st. So if you're looking to rewatch these games with friends and family, you'll be able to do so at the end of the month.
Those are always fun to relive and watch again. I'm glad they have that YouTube channel for that.
As Obermeyer is looking to take a jump shot from just inside the three-point line, was fouled by Rudebeck, so she'll go to the line for two. As we mentioned, Obermeyer has knocked down a couple nice shots so far in the contest and has been perfect from the line and remains so. And the second is up and good. So as you mentioned, this Titans team is a very good free throw shooting team.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going on the website after the tournament and looking at the state records. This team got to be getting close to setting a team free throw record. They got to be getting close to 70%.
Rudebeck crossing the timeline. Found inside is Smith up on the right side and good.
Nice entry pass.
Beautiful pass.
Titans got caught moving out a little bit too much of their zone. They got to pack it in again.
Beautiful assist from Deja Foster on that last bucket. And here's Renegarby up and good from the left side.
I'm not sure how she got that. It hit the bottom of the backboard.
It had some strange spin. I know you probably couldn't see it at home, but it had some strange spin as it hit the bottom of the backboard, and then went in.
Great attack, though.
So here's Rudebeck inside to Smith. She'll find Craig Edwards back to Rudebeck. Nice pass. That three ball's in and out, no good. Rebound tapped around and corralled by number 21.
That was in and out.
Lauren
From our
Rapp.
angle, I thought that was in.
Here's the pass up ahead from Obermeyer to Renegarby. Obermeyer will pull a three. That one's short. Rebound, Craig Edwards looking up, finding Spratling. And she'll spin into the lane. Right hand up off the glass, no good. Had she been able to finish that, that'd have been the best move I've seen all day.
Oh, yeah. That was nice. A little out of control, though, but that was a nice move. But Titans have to remember they got to hustle back on defense. Spratling goes, and Craig Edwards, you know, besides being a good volleyball player, she could be a football quarterback, too. That was a nice pass.
Craig Edwards' three is no good. Spratling will pull from the short corner. Rebound pulled down by Foster. Rudebeck will look to set it up. Working against this Titan zone. Foster inside to Craig Edwards. And a nice play by Obermeyer.
That was great defense. Craig Edwards was ready to, you know, I'm not sure if she could dunk it, but she was on the block really close for an easy layup, though.
So here's Spratling's shot at a three. That one is short. Rebound tapped around and picked up by Rudebeck. Went to her knees to pick up the basketball. And as we all know, you can't stand up without dribbling the ball.
She got excited. It was great hustle, and then she just wanted to get moving again and forgot she had a knee on the floor.
So we've got a whistle from the official in front of the Titan bench. I'm not sure what was happening there, but we had a short stoppage of play. And the Titans look to build on this 2-point lead, up 25-23 with just under a minute to play here in the third. There's Rushing in the far corner looking for Renegarby. Now back out to Rapp. Rapp to Renegarby. She'll turn with the left hand into the basket. Had it blocked viciously by Janaea Smith. But we're going to have a foul. Not sure who they called it on. And it's going to be on Janaea Smith. Looked pretty clean from my angle.
I did too. I thought actually number 14 got her from underneath. So maybe they got the numbers messed up or whatever, but I did think there was a foul though.
Either way, that's Smith's third, team fourth of the half. And the Comets are going to take a timeout. Coach Spratling needs to talk a few things over as the Titans are now up 4.
We've talked about the ups and downs, so now Peoria's got to kind of get control again and say, okay, now it's our turn to make that run. It's been a game of runs, so you know once in a while you just got to call timeout and say, okay, now it's our turn, and I think Coach will do that.
So if you're enjoying this basketball excitement, as we've had close games all day. This never happens. I mean, we've been doing this for 7-8 years, and we at least have one blowout by this point in the day.
Or at least not even blowout, maybe a 10-point game. But like you said, the first 2 games were a combined 3 points, and it's 4 right now. And I'm expecting it to be even closer by the end.
So again, if you're enjoying this LSA action, feel free to follow the LSA on social media. Like us on Facebook, Lutheran Sports Association of Illinois. Our Twitter handle is at Luth Sports. Our website is luthsports.org. Our YouTube channel is luthsports.tv. Very diversified. We're all over the place. It's great.
Yeah, we are. I'm glad that the Lutheran schools are able to do all those things. And like I said, I love going on the YouTube channel and watching games from the past.
Smith looking to get into the lane, cannot.
That was a
off
tough
the
shot.
back iron, no good. And we're going to have a tie ball. It's going to stay here with 5 seconds to play in the third quarter as Craig Edwards returns after a short breather.
I'm assuming they got an inbound play ready for her.
Here's the inbound to Spratling, 4-3, crossover on Renegarby. Nice block. And that'll end the half, or the quarter, my fault. And the end of the third comes with a nice Renegarby block on Spratling.
That was great defense. I mean, it was a longer shot, but she still got a hand on it to make sure that there was no chance of it, you know, banking in or whatever.
And we're going to go to the fourth with the Titans leading 27-23. Still a pretty close game.
No, it's excellent. And both teams, we mentioned that, you know, the great zone defense from both teams, the runs back and forth. So we'll see if Peoria can get a run to tie the game, or, you know, this is Nashville's time to go on a run to start the fourth and pull away and maybe put this game away.
Absolutely. And do you think the Comets have to get back to running? Because I feel like when they do, they get some easy baskets. Otherwise, the offense, it sputters a little bit.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, we said they start off hot, some of it because of the running, but then they got a little cold on their jump shots, but they're getting good looks. So I don't want them saying no to the jump shots, but yeah, on those rebounds, they do have to do their transition though. Spratling has a couple of baskets on those fast breaks, and she needs a couple more.
So the Comets are almost in the Titan huddle, guarding the and here's the inbound for the Titans. Here's May up top to Renegarby. Renegarby with the left hand in front of her own bench, now back to the top, looking to drive on Spratling. Now the kick to the corner to Obermeyer. She's going to drive with the left hand, met in the lane by, I believe that was Spratling. And Spratling's going to pick up the foul. So Obermeyer with a nice drive with the left hand into the middle of the lane. You got to think that that's going to be what they're going to do here is get to the basket and try to get in that bonus. First free throw is up and no good.
I was just going to say, they shoot free throws so well. I mean, you're bound to miss them once in a while. But yeah, I would keep attacking and get Peoria in foul trouble, and then it's easy free throws for them.
Second free throw is up and good. 28-23. So we're just underway here in the fourth quarter. Spratling with a nice crossover, and Rapp couldn't keep up. Looks like she tried to stick a hip out there and fouled Spratling.
She needs to be careful now. That's her third. I mean, we still have 5.5 minutes to go, and with both teams with 5, we're going to get close to the 1-on-1. And we said the Titans shoot very well free throws, so that's going to be good for them. We'll see if Peoria can make some free throws too.
Spratling found Foster, and she overthrew it, and a nice save by Rudebeck. However, Spratling was straddling the half-court line, and we're going to have an over and back call.
Great hustle by Rudebeck, but yeah, Spratling, I don't think knew exactly kind of where she was, but caught it, as you mentioned, straddling the half-court line.
Nashville, Okawville, and Coach Kirby going to take a quick timeout, quick 30-second timeout to talk a couple things over. The foul situation, both teams with 5, so there's a good chance we're going to see some free throw shooting down the stretch here.
Down the stretch, yeah, and especially in the fourth quarter, you're going to kind of want to, especially if you're down, you're going to need to foul to put them on the line. So both teams are in good positions for that as well. I mean, it's hard as a coach at times where you only have one team foul with 2 minutes to go. And I'm like, oh man, I got to foul 5 times if I'm down 5. So they're in good positions if they have to start fouling at the end of the game. We saw this in the 5th place boys game in overtime where you got to foul. You're down 2 with 20 seconds. You got to foul and put them on the line. So I think in that situation, both teams are fine.
So the possession arrow pointing toward the Comets, so the next jump ball will belong to them.
So they can be a little more aggressive and realize that they'll get the ball then on the next jump ball.
Here's Renegarby working on Spratling. Spratling playing some good defense, picks up a nice screen from May. Obermeyer with the left hand in the lane, now back out to May. May hand off to Obermeyer. Around the top of the key, finding Rapp. Rapp back up top to Renegarby. Renegarby, right hand into the lane. Pull-up jump shot, short. Rebound kind of kicked by Craig Edwards to the far corner. And we've got a fight for the basketball. And I believe Foster was laying on the end line. And it's going to be Titan ball. Good defense by Spratling as Foster tried to come around on the trap and make a steal, but ran into Renegarby instead.
I don't know, missed the ball or a little bit body as well, but that was great coming from behind on that trap.
Wrap to inbounds. Good hands from Spratling to knock that one away.
They're playing great defense. They got to get a steal here.
Rapp gets it into Renegarby, and we're going to have a, not sure it was a travel or.
Yeah, she got a little excited. She was looking at the trap coming again, and she got a little happy feet.
So here come the Comets looking to, cut away at this 5-point lead as a steal by Obermeyer, stolen back by Craig Edwards to Janaea Smith. She goes to the cup, gets fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2. Nearly had a 3-point play on that one.
Yeah, that was very good. We talked about, that wasn't quite a fast break, but they were being very aggressive in attacking the basket off of a steal.
So Janaea Smith to the line. Free throws up and good.
She came into this weekend when only shooting 25%, so that was excellent for her to get that free throw and see if she can make another one.
So you got to think, the Comets are going to be going to the basket quite a bit here in the last 4.5 minutes. They're going to have to go to the line and knock down the free throws as Janaea Smith does. Nice job knocking down both.
Yeah, that was great on her part. Both teams now are going to be in the bonus, and
so Renegarby to Obermeyer in the corner. That 3-ball's good.
That's her 3rd of the game.
And just like that, the lead goes from 3 to 6. Craig Edwards looking to answer back. Her 3 is short. Nice board by Smith. Smith looking to get the ball up on the rim. Does. Rebound tapped around, fought for, and last touched by Craig Edwards as she looked to knock it to Rudebeck, but it hit the line on the way down.
I don't know. She's talking to her teammate, and she was frustrated. I don't think she thought she touched it.
So Renegarby and the Titans looking to milk the clock with a 6-point lead.
Still 4 minutes, though. 6-point lead. You want to kind of build that lead, too, I think.
So Renegarby getting probably close to a 5 count here.
He's counting. Oh, she got it off.
Serena Garby still holding, working on Rudebeck. Now over to Spratling. Spratling says, go away, I got her. Picks up a screen from May, crossover in the lane, right hand up, blocked by Rudebeck. Rudebeck might have caught the worst of that one, as Serena Garby might have hit her with an elbow on the way by. So she's gonna have a nice bruise and pick up another foul, her third.
Yeah, when she went to block, I think she got the arm, and the arm then flew and got her in the eye.
So Serena Garby's first free throw is up and no good. And it was on the, it was during the shot. During the shot, so it's going to be 2 shots.
1-on-1 or not.
Correct, yeah. It was on the shot, so it will be 2. Missed the first, second is up and no good. Rebound, Craig Edwards. Spratling looking to attack. Nice pass inside to Foster, up and good. If the Comets can score like that, they'll get back in this game real quick.
Well, we said that transition game of theirs, that they're better on going and attacking fast than kind of playing that slower half-court game.
Serena Garby looking to come up the sideline with the left hand, does. Good pressure from Rudebeck.
Halfway through the fourth, 3 minutes to go.
And a 4-point Titan lead. Serena Garby the corner to Obermeyer. She's really had the hot hand today. She'll fire another one. That one's long, rebound Foster. Foster tried to get it over to Rudebeck and had it knocked away. And here's Craig Edwards with her own steal. She's going to look to go to the basket. Crossover into the lane, up and no good. Oh, it's good, but she was called for a carry on that crossover she tried to make. So another turnover for the Comets. And a kind of a missed opportunity there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was a great attack. The coaches are actually asking the ref. They thought it was a great crossover. Refs thought a little maybe too much underneath instead of on top of the ball. But, yeah, they played great defense, started transition again, and unfortunately turned the ball over with the carry call.
So both teams will be shooting the rest of the way on any foul. The Comets trailing by 4, 2:40 to play here in the fourth. Nobody in serious foul trouble with 4 as of yet, I don't believe.
I think we do have Mallory Benning. She picked up her 4th about a minute or 2 ago. But besides that, a couple girls have 3. But we should be okay with 2:40 to go.
Yep, possession arrow. Still to the Comets. Actually, might have switched since the last time we sat there. I might have switched like 2 or 3 times.
We've had a couple jump balls. About it.
So just keep that in mind as we go along here.
That'll be good for the Comets. They can be a little aggressive and realize that they can get the ball back defensively by just getting a jump ball.
Craig Edwards looks to be in a little bit of pain. She's
I heard that she was out a couple of weeks ago with an ankle. You can see the wrap on her left ankle.
Mm-hmm. And Spratling with good defense nearly knocked it away from Obermeyer. Obermeyer running down the floor, almost had it knocked away by Smith then. She's going to go baseline in, had it blocked by Craig Edwards, and here come the Comets.
She went straight up, so that was a good call.
Craig Edwards looking to attack, finds Rudebeck, short jumper. That one's going to be a little long. Rebound tapped around, and we're going to have a foul on Foster as she tried to go through the back of, I believe that was May. And because May was fouled, she'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And that's going to be the 4th on Foster.
Okay, we mentioned this team shooting very well. May came into today 5 of 10, 50%.
So folks, remember this is a 1-and-1. So if the first is missed as it was, it's a live ball.
That is key. Titans could pull away if they would make the free throws.
Craig Edwards' 3 just misses. Rebound pulled down by Serena Garby and the Titans. 2 minutes to play, 2 minutes left here in this third and fourth place game. Good defense from Spratling, knocking it away from Serena Garby. And as we mentioned before, possession arrow to the Comets. And they need to cut into this 4-point lead.
Right, we said they could be aggressive on the defense, knowing that if they got a jump ball, they get the ball back. Now, of course, Titans will get the next jump ball, but Comets did an excellent job now to try to cut it to 2 with less than 2 minutes to go.
Spratling getting into the lane, kicking it out to Rudebeck. Rudebeck skip pass over to Foster. Foster thought about a 3, gave it back to Spratling. Spratling's 3 is good. And that cuts the lead to 1.
And here comes the press.
Now it is a full man press as Rudebeck gets in front. Oh, we had a pretty big collision right in front of us here at the broadcasting table as Smith jumped in front of Obermeyer as she was streaking down the sideline.
She came in a little late. Right idea, and it could have been, but yeah, she came in just a tad late. Like you said, it was right in front of us too, so just a little late on that, trying to create that charge.
So it's going to be the 9th foul on the Comets. The next one will have the Titans shooting 2 the rest of the way. Obermeyer's first is up and good.
This is where they can continue to keep this lead if they continue to make their free throws.
So Obermeyer looking to take the lead back to 3. The second is up and good.
Peoria, of course, doesn't need a 3, but Spratling just shot one. I wouldn't mind her taking another one.
Here's Foster. She'll pull. That one's long. Spratling got in there, tried to knock it away from Renegarby, and does. But going to get the reach-in foul, and Renegarby's going to go to the line for 2. Right idea. She tried to pick it from her going down the sideline.
No, yeah.
She's got a little too much arm.
And at this point, too, you don't want time to go off too much. You got to somehow get the ball back. Now, we said, though, Titans shoot very well from the free throw line. This is where they're going to build the lead.
And that is Spratling's 4th. So now the Comets have 2 players with 4. Renegarby's first free throw is in and out, no good. So Renegarby looking to add to the 3-point lead, and does. 34-30, minute 22 to play in the contest.
Plenty of time, no time to panic yet for the Comets.
Spratling working on wrap as she has been all day. There's a nice entry pass to Craig Edwards. Her shot is up and no good. And they're going to get Janaea Smith going through the back of a Titan.
She was a little frustrated. She thought she had a good position, maybe a little bit of a push.
So she did foul Mallory Benning, who's checked back in for the Titans. And she coming into today, she's 0 of 3 from the line for the tournament.
So if I'm the Peoria coach, maybe not the worst thing to foul her.
So,
but unfortunately, though, Smith just fouled out.
Yeah, so bigger news than Benning being 0 for 3 from the line is the Comets have lost their second leading scorer in Janaea Smith. And Benning's first free throw is up and good.
She must have heard us, Sam, and wanted to prove us wrong, saying, guys on the announcing table, I can make these free throws.
And she does hit the first, extending the lead to 5.
That was a very nice free throw for him. Swish, too. No rim, I don't think.
So a minute 9 to play. Titans up 5 over the Comets. So Benning goes to the line, makes her next one, takes the lead to 6. If you're the coach over there, Jarrell Spratling, what are you telling your team?
I still, it'll be interesting to see what he does say, but I wouldn't have to, chuck a 3 yet. Yeah, you're going to maybe need one at some point. But with Titans in kind of foul trouble too, I would maybe get Craig Edwards to attack and see if we get a 3-point play the old-fashioned way or whatever. But at some point, they are going to have to shoot a couple 3s.
So Benning setting up for free throw number 2. It is up and no good. I had to give it a second because it hit every part of the rim, the top of the backboard, and then came back down, hit the rim again, and missed. So Craig Edwards with a quick jump shot misses, trying to track down her own rebound, cannot, as Obermeyer comes down with it. Met by Spratling in the backcourt.
Can't foul. She's got 4.
Knocked it away. Real close to a reach in there. She came across the body with the right hand.
Yeah, and they need her on the court. They're going to need her to shoot a 3.
So 5-point Titan lead. Comets looking to take the ball away here. Oh, that's a double dribble. Yep, looked like Obermeyer wanted to pick it up, thought twice, touched it, and put the ball back on the floor. Either way, it's a turnover with 49 seconds here to play in the game. Here's Spratling looking to cut into this 5-point lead and quickly. Nice kick to the corner to Craig Edwards. Her three ball is no good.
Good shot.
Rebound long, pulled down by Rudebeck. Looking for Craig Edwards again. She'll go baseline and picks up the foul. The nice thing about this is she'll go to the line for a 1-and-1 with the clock stopped.
Correct. And, I mentioned, not having to shoot the three. That was a great shot, great three from her. But when she got the pass after the rebound, then attack, and then go to the line and get two hopefully free shots with, like you said, no time going off the clock. Time is their enemy right now.
So Benning just fouled out as she picked up her 5th. She knocked into Craig Edwards and misses the first of a 1-and-1. So here's Renna Garby working on Spratling. Spratling knocked it away. Unfortunately, couldn't get to it before it hit the sideline, but good defense from Spratling, especially working with 4 fouls.
Right. I was a little worried, but yeah, that was great poke.
So Rapp looking to inbound to Renna Garby, and I believe they're going to get Spratling for her 5th. Wow, so
Coach isn't happy with that one.
So yeah, Spratling picks up her 5th on trying to deny the inbounds pass. And that's going to send Renna Garby to the line for 2. First is up and no good. So Spratling and Smith both fouled out for the Comets, 2 starters. Renna Garby's second free throw is no good. Pulled down by Rudebeck. Rudebeck took Denali Craig Edwards. She'll look to push.
Yep,
she's going to pull from 3. That one is long. High rebound. Finally corralled by the Titans. And Rudebeck tried to knock it away out of desperation. And that'll send Renna Garby to the line yet again. So 35-30. Nashville, Okawville over Peoria. And Renna Garby looking to push it to 7. First free throw is no good. So the best she can do now is 6. So the Comets got to come down and start launching threes, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, they did last time too.
As the Titans pull everyone off the lane except for the shooter, Renna Garby. So the rebound off the miss is Craig Edwards. She'll pull from just inside half court, and that one's going to be well short and out of bounds. So that should just about do it with 6.8 seconds to play.
Yeah, a little too far away.
And Jarrell Spratling is going to take another timeout.
Now, we mentioned, the first 2 games being very, very close. I mean, this will end up being 5 or maybe a little bit more with a free throw or whatever, but much closer than the score, of course.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, we've had 3 amazing games so far. We got 3 more to go, and hopefully those 3 will be just as amazing.
So Nashville, Okawville will take home 3rd place after coming in as the 1 seed. It's not a terrible showing at all.
No, it's not. I mean, we had some very good teams. I mean, the top 4 teams in this tournament showed that they were very good. And even, we saw Collinsville, the 5 seed, play very well too. So this tournament was very top heavy and had some very excellent teams.
So as we mentioned earlier, the games you are watching today will be available on the LuthsportsTV YouTube channel come March 31st after the national tournament. And the Titans will inbound. Comets might have been trying to foul. They do, and we're going to have an intentional foul on newly checked in August Flowers.
So yeah, you always got to go for the ball, especially with a couple seconds left. You hate for that intentional foul to happen. So yeah, the Titans will get a couple free throws, get the ball again, and get ready to get their hands on that 3rd place trophy.
And Renna Garby's first free throw is up and good, so she'll shoot 2 from the line by herself. And then the Titans will have the basketball side out of bounds, and it'll merely be an inbound And that should do it.
That should be it, yeah. 3 seconds to go, up 7 and with the ball, so. Once again, both teams need to be very proud. Comets fought the entire game.
The wrap will inbound to Renegarby. 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it.
Congratulations to the Titans of Nashville Okawville on 3rd place at the Lutheran Sports Association State Basketball Tournament.
And congratulations to the Comets as well for taking a 4th.
4th, excellent job. They were in the championship game the past 2 years. They were probably wanting to get another shot at that, but top 4 at state is always a great
That's not quite loud enough.
And after
We'll give
reading
these girls
we're going to
a
go
bigger
to
round
the
of
scores
applause
table
for a
for
well-played game.
the presentation of the trophies.
And now we'd like to present the trophies for 4th place in the state of Illinois, the Comets from Christ Peoria. Congratulations. And now for the 3rd place trophy, the Titans from Nashville, Okawville. Come on up. Congratulations, girl. 3rd place in the state of Illinois. And just remember, fans can go ahead and go to the next gym for all kinds of pictures and such. Thank you very much. Good job, girls. Well done.
Well, again, congratulations to both the Titans of Nashville, Okawville, Trinity, St. John, Emmanuel for taking the 3rd place, and the Christ Peoria Comets on their 4th place finish here at State 2019. Matt, we'll get you out of here. I know you've got something going on later today.
I got to work in about 3:30. I have a job to do.
You got to work. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you
and
very much.
your Lady Comets going for your, what would be your second?
Second in 5 years. Yes.
Second in 5 years. So, folks, make sure you tune in for that. The tip is going to be right around 3:30. Coming up next is the boys' 3rd and 4th place game. So stay tuned for that as well. For Matt Gutzler, I'm Sam Krull. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.